ZANU PF is in turmoil will be actually an understatement. ZANU PF is in serious division. It is rocked by serious divisions, especially the top leadership. And at the center of this division is a man called Tagwirei. And we know that Tagwirei cannot be that influential to ZANU PF, even though he has stashes of monies that he has given to some ZANU PF cronies, but he cannot have this kind of power. Definitely, the man behind him is none other than the man at the helm, that is Emmerson Mnangagwa. But as much as he is in the helm, equally so in the helm is the man called retired General Chiwenga. And there is seemingly closeness between retired General Chiwenga as well as also Chris Mutsvanga, and I think also I can add Obert Mpofu within the matrix. If you look at the communications that have been conveyed by Obert Mpofu, the communications that have been conveyed by Chris Mutsvanga are in sharp contrast or contradiction from the communications that have been conveyed by the ZANU PF Secretary for Legal Affairs, that is Patrick Chinamasa. And the words on the street says Patrick Chinamasa has been actually given monies by the faction of Emmerson Mnangagwa to use his position to shield these two individuals within ZANU PF. That is Obert Mpofu, who is the Secretary General of ZANU PF, as well as also Chris Mutsvanga, who is Secretary for Information and Publicity. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Hloniphani Global News. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. As lines are being drawn within ZANU PF, it is becoming so visible on who is on whose side and who is not on the side of who. Now look, there was actually a communication that was written by the Secretary General of ZANU PF, that is Obert Mpofu, clarifying about issues of co-option. In fact, saying the co-option which was done by the Harare province did not follow the constitution of ZANU PF. It was unconstitutional. And not only that, we had Chris Mutsvanga, and remember, he organizes this press briefing. When the retired General Chiwenga was the acting president in Zimbabwe, he convened a press briefing. He hammered so hard Tagwirei, but actually pledges his loyalty on Emmerson Mnangagwa, ironically, and says the 2030 mantra would be solved by the ZANU PF conference, which would actually be held on the 13th as well as the 20th of October. Barely, I think, a month before that, because we're already in August. We've got 1 month to see more drama, provided Mnangagwa would still be president up to that period within ZANU PF. So what does this tell you? Patrick Chinamasa in sharp contrast with Chris Mutsvanga, as well as also Obert Mpofu. Who is behind Obert Mpofu? Who is behind Patrick Chinamasa? It's clear Ziganandas as well as Emmerson Mnangagwa are behind Patrick Chinamasa, using his office to actually challenge. And remember, there is no good relations also, something to note between Patrick Chinamasa as well as also Chris Mutsvanga. At one point, Patrick Chinamasa says something that favored the Chiwenga faction. What did Chris Mutsvanga come in and say? He actually lambasted his credentials as a lawyer without specifically naming him. He lambasted so strong Patrick Chinamasa as a lawyer, and he hit him so hard because of what he did on the last day of the ZANU PF conference. Now they have switched the side. Chris Mutsvanga appears to be saying what is in favor of the Chiwenga faction. And guess what? Patrick Chinamasa is saying what is in favor of the Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa faction. I think at the center of everything, it is the money that is at play. It is these vehicles that the Zikanandas are ready to actually give to these ZANU PF cronies with no money shame because of the destruction they have caused to the economy by choosing to be bootlickers rather than to be leaders who are critical and actually thinkers as well as advisors to the current leadership as well as the previous leadership of ZANU PF. So now, these cronies active. What is causing this division, switching of sides? I think the answer can be one. It is highly unpredictable who exactly will win between Chiwenga as well as Mnangagwa in this succession battle. So there is confusion, serious confusion amongst the cronies. And also there are two centers of power now within ZANU PF. Chiwenga, I think, may have told Chris Mutsvanga to conduct that press briefing and specifically hammer Gudawashe. Equally have instructed Obert Mpofu to write the memo that he wrote actually condemning the process of the rise of Gudawashe Tagwirei. Equally so, Patrick Chinamasa may have been instructed by Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa to actually write the statement he wrote last night and posted it. He did not even, by the way, he's supposed to use official communication of ZANU PF. What is official communication of ZANU PF? He gives that statement to the Secretary General of ZANU PF, and then the Secretary General should give to the spokesperson of ZANU PF. That is actually Chris Mutsvanga. And I think maybe it is because Chris Mutsvanga was nowhere to be located. He was enjoying some wine, some nice wine as an alcoholic at the Grace Mugabe 60th birthday celebration, leading him maybe not to be available for the job, and the statement had to be out as soon as possible. So ZANU PF, is in disaster. That is an understatement. I'm still looking for a word. I think that there is a serious bomb that is being the succession of ZANU PF that has hit hard ZANU PF. I don't foresee it coming out of this stronger. A lot of people are saying, no, these people are playing with your minds. This is drama that is being created. They cannot be this disorganized. They cannot be this disorganized, and they are not cunning. They are not that smart to create such a drama. This is real. I think the spirits of those who were killed during Kukuraunde genocide are haunting these criminals. Thank you very much for watching us. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. And once again, let me thank you for your